Hello again everybody, and a very warm welcome back to the channel. You join us in Prague within Microsoft Flight Simulator for a preview of the new PMDG 737-700 coming soon to Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're in the SmartWings livery. There's a number of different liveries available across 3 variants, including a cargo version and the Boeing business jet, and we're going to go through a couple of the features you guys can look forward to when this releases. As always, share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe as well. All the links, of course, will be in the description, including the links to the PMDG website as well, so you guys can monitor dev updates within their forums and also purchase it on release. In relation to price and things, don't know anything too soon just yet. It hasn't been announced or sort of confirmed. But it looks fantastic, and of course a hugely anticipated release from the PMDG team. The 737-700 then is the first variant of the next generation Boeing 737 aircraft, launched in November 1993. 10 years, in fact, just over 10 years after PMDG released their first 737 for a flight simulator ever, which is quite cool. Launch customer for the aeroplane was Southwest Airlines. There are some Southwest liveries included in this. They took delivery of the first 737-700 December 1997, according to Wikipedia. What I've seen so far, some of the animations, like the rotating fan blades, look spectacular. The exterior model is incredibly good, really nicely detailed, looks remarkable. And within the package itself, you also get a ton of configurable options within the FMS. We're going to explore a few of those today as the live weather decides to suddenly update itself rather rapidly. Diving straight into the flight deck then. We can already see incredible levels of detail that PMDG have sort of put into this over 3 years of work to get this ready for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And it looks spectacular. Every single switch, every decal, every dial is just really crisp, very nicely detailed, beautifully coloured as well. And they've obviously put in a ton of effort into making the flight deck look incredibly realistic, but incredibly good as well. We've started all the engines. The sounds are remarkably nice. And they change depending on where you are positioned around the airframe too. So a bit of spectacular work from the PMDG team, getting the sounds really nicely created. But just give it a little bit of throttle for you guys. It sounds very good. And there are a lot of really nice things that they've done to give it that really ultra realistic look. If we have a look here, I increase the throttle again. You can see the airframe vibrate. Look at that. Horizontal stabilizer shaking away. They've done a remarkable job with this. As we look at the trim tab and we deflect the elevator, see the trim tabs actually move, depending on the position. So a remarkably nice little bit of work and detail that they've put into this. There's the spoiler deflections. And for those of you who might want to see the aileron, that's full right and full left, like so. There is a significant amount of detail in this aeroplane. There is a lot to explore, so I hope you guys are really excited for it. I've been messing around with it on the ground at Prague now for the last couple of hours, and I've found it's really quite immersive, very enjoyable, extraordinarily detailed as well. So certainly they've set the bar really high with this. As you can see here from some sort of closer views of the main panels, Texture work is exquisite. The 3D work, the textures, the decals, all the lighting and the emissives are just incredibly good. The quality of the simulation here from PMDG is remarkable too, and it's something that I don't think many of us who have been enjoying MSFS for some time now thought was potentially even possible for quite some time. But PMDG have done it. They've absolutely nailed this aeroplane. I mean, you can see here the amount of detail they've just put into a couple of the APU fast switches, the suppressant switches and things. It's a whole new level of detail that we're likely, in fairness, not really used to at the moment, for, especially for those of us like myself who have been out of the sim game for many years and have returned to flight simulation thanks to MSFS. So folks, what are my thoughts so far? So we're not really sure what the price of this new add-on is going to be from PMDG, but we know from what they've suggested it's going to be a lot lower than expected, and of course they're also packaging all the different variants separately. So this one will include 700, the 700 BBJ, and also the freighter models of the aeroplane. A whole swathe of really nice liveries included as well, although some of the textures like that on the engine cowlings could do with a little bit more refinement. That said, I know the FlightSim.to livery artist community are going to smash it with some incredible liveries when this does release. Really looking forward to that. And for those of you who like to fly with Osprey Airways, our channel community call sign, we're going to be dropping some liveries for these aeroplanes for that too. I can highly recommend it from my experience of it so far, and I've only had it for, well, not even a day, but I've loved every single second of having this aeroplane so far. It's more immersive, a lot more to do with the aeroplane as well, so you've got to work, give it the data it needs, you've got to think that a little bit further ahead, and it's not just the pilot on and away you go. It's an incredibly nice, complex simulation, but it's also capable to be flown by folk like me who have never operated a 737 before in any simulator. It is a remarkable bit of work. We've just done a fantastic departure out of Prague. We make our way towards Skiathos on my sort of inaugural 737 flight. It sounds great, it looks great. The wing flex, the vibrations on the airframe. It's a remarkably good add-on. So all the hype, everything that we've been looking forward to over the last few years, all of the work PMDG have put into it over the last 3 years as well. Get excited for it, folks. It is exceptionally good, and it is absolutely raised the bar for the standard in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I hope you've enjoyed this very short little introduction preview, and I hope to see you join me in a live stream in the near future as we take more looks at this aeroplane. See you soon.